Good evening.
Good
Chairman
evening.
Mallory, Commissioners. My name is Glenn Collins, 195 Serenata Court. First of all, I want to address Professor Van Allen and him saying, you know, he came in here to show the students the democratic process and he wanted to show them that they have a voice. Well, the lead consultant to 750, Andres Dewani, doesn't seem to like democracy very much. In fact, he criticized how much democracy we have in South Florida and praised the quasi-fascism they have in Orlando. He even said that, you know, didn't seem to like bottom-up government where anybody can come up and talk about anything because nothing gets passed. So all those students, I wish they were here to hear that, but, you know, maybe they could relate to this 750 a little bit more, understand what's going on. I want to talk about some of the other things that Mr. Dewani said at this meeting. I know that you, Commissioner Johnson, and Chairman Mallory were at, where Mr. Dewani said that you've heard of globalization, but what is falling out is the nations. The nations are less important. He also said that the cities are falling out. Unless you're a big city, the cities become unimportant. I mean, to me, that's very alarming. He listed all the tiers of government. He started with the people, and then the city, and the county, and the state, and then the federal government. But the very last one, the top one he listed, was the United Nations. He boasted about a charrette that he did when he first came to this area in 1988 for Stewart. So I YouTubed it, and actually that video is online. But back then, Mr. Dewani said that the DOT was a bureaucracy that the people should be suspicious of. The DOT is one of the people funding 750. He also suggested that his company would pay for a monument in Stewart if Stewart defeated the plans that the Department of Transportation set, and he even said that the monument will say, "The citizens defeated the Department of Transportation in the attempt to destroy the character of their city." And this is on YouTube. Anybody can see it. He also went on to say that the DOT has destroyed more cities than General Sherman in the Civil War and conceivably the 8th Air Force in Germany. I'm not making this up, but apparently he's all in favor of the DOT now, apparently, because maybe he's being funded by them. He also went on to talk about Mobile, Alabama, and how everything's going on so great there, and the new Boeing plant, and he said the problem with Florida is you can't get a permit in Florida fast enough, and I'm not going to disagree with them there, but somehow going into another bureaucracy like 750 is going to help that. He also talked about the Chinese buying up all the furniture factories in High Point, North Carolina, and then closing them down and moving the production to China. And he said the reason is because you can't apply a code of shellac in the United States without first consulting the EPA. EPA is one of the other three funders of 750. But again, he said we should join 750. Indian River Commissioner Solari said, well, what about this whole thing with the EPA? And his response was, oh, well, basically we need to, if you can't beat them, join them. You know, we should try and take them over. And even said that if you try to secede from 750, you will be crushed by these organizations, or by these government organizations. You know, this is all about regionalism, but this is globalism through regionalism. And I'm not against, you know, trading with other countries and everything else, but I think we should maintain our sovereignty here and not give it up to some greater organization or body. And the one last thing I want to say, there's a lot of opposition, a lot of public opposition. I've yet to see anybody from the public come out, not at this meeting, not anywhere else, and speak in favor of 750. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Collins.